This is Dennis Williams, and thank you for joining me for part 6 of my series Accelerated Mortgage Payoff. And I'm calling it What If I Screw It Up? I've had feedback recently that the math looks great, but people are worried about if they screw it up, can it really have a bad impact? So let's walk it through and see what we see here. Let's first start with our scenario. Again, a $375,000 mortgage at 4.5% interest for 4 years is fixed. That we're going to be using income and depositing it into the line of credit as a loan payment for $6,947 a month. The monthly expenses are roughly $6,450, and at the end of the month, after bills are all paid, we have $498.83. And we've got the ability to put aside out of that $498, $124.71 in savings, and we're starting with a $10,000 balance. So over 30 years, a $375,000 loan at 4.5%, we're going to be paying $684,000. The interest alone will cause us to pay $309,000 if we stick to the schedule. If we make additional payments, it shortens the loan's life, and half of the loan will be paid in roughly 20 years. But over 12 months, we can spend $130 in interest and make $20,000 in principal payments. This will result in $13,000 in principal payments above and beyond the normal scheduled loan payment. This will allow us to pay off the loan 21 months earlier, saving us roughly $27,000 in interest payments, and we can build a savings balance of $14,000. We can do that instead of growing savings to $21,000, earning $354 in interest at 2%. Which would you prefer? Over 12 months, we're going to put $83,000 of our annual income to work. We're going to deposit $1,496 in savings, and we'll have $4,986 to use after all our bills are paid each month, and we're going to draw $11,700 from the line of credit. So let's look at a couple of insights here. First, each month, the money we left after bills are paid is being used to draw down the line of credit balance. As money that's left after our bills are paid increases, our line of credit withdrawal amount will also increase to take advantage of the opportunity of making more money. Additional withdrawals are tied to the line of credit balance. So in other words, if the line of credit balance does not come down enough, we do not make a withdrawal. If we decide that we want to use more for savings, that means less is used to pay off the loan. And so you, the user, gets to create that unique balance that you want between putting dollars aside in savings versus accelerating paying off that line of credit and that particular mortgage loan here that we're working on. And once the loan is paid off, CashMap Pro takes 90% of your positive cash flow and applies it to savings. CashMap Pro is designed for your protection. So, first of all, your income keeps your average daily balance low on that line of credit. And a low average daily balance similarly lowers the balance or the impact of an oops that you might make, such as breaking your budget for a couple of months. It's designed to be a low risk strategy specifically to keep you safe. And the software adjusts withdrawals from your line of credit as you go along. And if you want to abort the process, it's not a problem. It just takes 2 months. So you're not locked in at all. You always have the flexibility to make changes. So let's create 3 scenarios so you can see what this means. Let's take one scenario that your monthly expenses are $200 higher than what you'd expected for every month. Our second scenario, let's say in month 5, your expenses are $1,000 higher. And lastly, what if you decide to abort the strategy in month 6? So here are the results of our three scenarios. Of course, the current plan, we're saying over 12 months we'd pay $130 in interest, saving about $24,000 in interest, withdrawing $11,700 from the line of credit for an average monthly cash flow of about $499. Scenario one, we said we were over budget by $200. So let's say that happens from months 2 to 12. And so when that happens, our interest loan savings drops to $20,000. We're only going to withdraw roughly $9,900, and your average income per month is about $315. Scenario two, let's just say in month 3 you're over budget by $1,000. This means that your interest costs are $125. Your savings are still $24,000. Your withdrawals from the line of credit drop to just about $6,000, and your average cash flow is $415 per month. And lastly, if you decide to stop it at the end of 6 months, you're looking at interest loan savings of roughly $18,000. You've taken $8,700 off of your line of credit, and of course your average income per month is still $499. So you can see in current plan versus scenario 1, 2, and 3, you can see in the current plan the withdrawals that we make of $1,496 in the months that we do it. In scenario 1, you can see the amount drops to $896, which was when we're actually having expenses that are $200 above what we had budgeted. Scenario 2, because of for 1 month we blew it by $1,000, you can see it takes a pause 1 month and then plays catch up later. And then lastly, we stop at the end of month 5 and we're paid off by month 8. So changes have no impact on your loan payment. So you're still making the regular loan payments that you would any other month. And so as your scenarios change, you're still meeting your commitments to your bank for the $1,900 mortgage that you have every month. Second, aborting the strategy is quick, easy, and painless. Your interest costs on the line of credit stay low because you're using your income to keep your average daily balance at a minimum. And CashMap Pro, the software, adjusts the withdrawals and their timing. All you have to do is follow them. Now, if you want to see additional detail on a month-by-month basis so you really see how this works, I also created another product called Create Your Own Line of Credit Scenario. It provides you with 12 months of day-to-day detail. You can create a wide range of scenarios. You can decide what you're going to withdraw. You can make flexible changes also in your savings amounts. You can change what your billing cycle is and see what the effect is. And it's using the same strategy as CashMap Pro. To find out more about this, visit our website at cashmapapp.com. And again, thank you so much for joining me. And if you have scenario ideas that you'd like me to consider, please email me at admin@cashmappro.com. Thanks again for joining me.